Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Right Now Show. I'm your host, Jack Cunningham, and today I have a question for you. Are you sick of the two parties we have in this political system, the Republicans and the Democrats? Well, you may be surprised to learn that there's a new party on the way. Here with me, I have Keri Thompson, running for state representative as an independent. Hello, Keri. How are you?
Hi, Jack. Thanks for having me.
So first up, this is huge what you're doing. You're running against both Republican and Democrat at the same time, you know?
I am.
How does that feel?
It feels very different, especially because I've been a member of both of those other parties in my life.
Yeah, right.
Most recently, I was a very active Democrat, and I'm taking a lot of heat, honestly, from leaving.
Yeah.
But I became very intrigued with a new party in Massachusetts called the United Independent Party.
All right.
And I'm very impressed with them. It's a new party that is really trying to break this establishment corrupt two-party system that isn't working.
Right. What is the biggest issue with our party system right now?
That I don't think either party is listening to the voices of the people. I think that it's only really paying attention to the powerful voices at the top.
Right.
And a lot of voters and a lot of Americans no longer feel like they're being heard by either party.
Does this new party incorporate any specific beliefs? Because you know that Republicans and Democrats, they have a set stone of beliefs that if you're in this party, these are the stuff you have to work towards.
Right.
Is that a thing, or are you lenient with kind of stuff that you want to accomplish?
The party does have some specific parameters. So like I said, it is more socially liberal.
Yeah.
It's very much for, LGBTQ rights. It is a pro-choice party. It's more socially liberal. But in terms of the fiscal stuff, it is more about sensible solutions and finding ways to make ourselves fiscally responsible and also go pretty much against corruption, because I feel like in terms of the financial and fiscal issues with both Democrats and Republicans, they're both completely corrupt at this point.
Yep.
So it's about bringing that to the people
Yeah.
and actually making us feel better about how our tax dollars and tax decisions are being used, because at this point, I don't feel like really either party is being responsible financially.
Yep. What is the plan for the continuing campaign? What's your next step? You've announced it, you're getting support.
Right.
What do you want to do
It's
next?
a brand new campaign. It's only a week old.
Yeah.
This is a very strange state rep race happening in the 3rd Plymouth district. So this is the district that encompasses Cohasset, most of Hingham, one precinct of Scituate, and all of Hull.
Right.
And it's surprising because no one expected this to be an open seat. Our state rep, who has been an incumbent for 16 years, Garrett Bradley, resigned very unexpectedly several weeks ago, and no one was thinking that was going to happen. So it puts the situation in a very strange position for voters, because technically Garrett is the only one on the ballot right now.
Yeah.
So that means when you walk in to vote for the September 8th primary for the Democrats, he's the only one on the ballot. Most likely he's still going to win that on the Democratic side, although there's 2 other write-in candidates that are trying to get written in for it. But it's very strange because it actually will be up to the Massachusetts Democratic State Committee to appoint who they want.
Yeah.
Technically, regardless of what the voters say.
Okay.
So it's a very, top-down type decision, as you'd say. So most likely Garrett will probably win, just because it's hard to beat someone who's on the ballot as a write-in.
Yeah.
So on that side, it'll be up to the state committee after Garrett declines his nomination and then runs for it.
Okay.
On either the Republican or the independent side, you only need 150 write-in votes to get on the ballot. So I do know there's another Republican candidate out of Hull who's probably going to try to run and get those votes. I'm running as an independent, meaning that to vote for me, you have to be either registered as unenrolled or as a United Independent Party member to be able to pull the UIP ballot and write me in. We're going to have a whole sticker campaign. We're going to try to explain it to voters, but it is kind of a hot mess right now for this September 8th primary, and it's on a Thursday instead of a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Which I think is because of a conflict with some Jewish holidays. I'm not entirely sure. But ideally, I will then be on the ballot for November, and then we'll be on the ballot with, probably a Democrat and a Republican candidate.
Yeah.
So it's going to get interesting, but I really know that I don't have much name recognition yet. I really want to make this campaign different. I want to make it innovative. my campaign slogan, it fits very well for our district, is rock the boat, B-O-A-T instead of vote.
Yeah.
And I want to make it fun. I want to make it inspiring. I'm really excited about some of the ideas we have. And I want to get people like you involved.
And for the viewers and people who want to vote, what would you say to them just to get them to support you?
I would say that I really would love, especially those of you who are unenrolled or members of the UIP right now, to consider writing me in on September 8th. But I want to rock the boat. That's the slogan. We want to rock the boat. The boat is not functioning, so we need to rock it.
Yeah.
And I know that a lot of you might not agree with me on everything, on my issues, but at least I'm going to tell you right now that I'm not going to pander. I'm going to own it. If you go on my issues page, joinkeri.org, joinkeri.org, you'll see that I'm owning it. Most candidates actually don't even have issues pages because they don't want to come out and say stuff, because that might not, that might hurt you from getting elected.
Right.
I have a ton of stuff on my website, and I'm coming right out and saying it now. And I'm hoping that even if you agree to disagree with me, you'll still give me a chance to go in there and try to make a change, because I think we need more independently minded people that aren't beholden to a party when they get in office. So if I win and walk into Beacon Hill, of course they're going to give me like a broom closet office in the basement because they won't take me seriously. But I don't need to immediately, start sucking up to the speaker. I don't need to immediately start doing things I'm expected to do.
Right.
I can kind of do whatever I want, and it's awesome.
Yeah. Right. All right.